Mirella, buonasera. Hello everyone. Hello guys. I'm very glad to see you. Please give me some comment so that I see that you are online, that you are going to calculate today with me. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Ольga Твардовская. I'm a numerologist, I'm a tarologist, and I'm psychologist as well. Not taking into consideration my first education or two first educations, I do not work according to them. So today or tonight we are going to go forward with our calculation system, and we are going to calculate the comfort zone. I will write it in English. Comfort zone according to our date of birth. I hope you can see it very well, the thing that I write. So I hope it is. Today, guys, first of all, I would like to explain what comfort zone exactly means. Due to the fact that I have been for over 5 years in numerology, I'm investigating everything that is connected with the date of birth. Our life totally lies in the date of birth. So it gives us plenty of information about what we need to do in our life, what path we need to follow. So it's a kind of call of the planet, our right path in our life, our how can I say, career, our private life, our karma. If you also need to have some information what wrong path we are taking, because our karma rules our life greatly, to a great extent, and we just need to make calculation to understand what it really means. So today we are going to speak about the comfort zone. This is the sphere of life, the career, or just some small piece of life. If we go into this sphere, everything will be very rightly structured. We need to put ourselves into this zone in order to take the advantages of life. And we just need to make some small calculation to see where we're going to follow. Of course, we need to calculate very many different aspects, but this is one of the aspects. You need to know where to put yourself to make yourself happy, to take this career, to take this sphere of life. So guys, all you need to do is just to give me the dates of birth. We are going to calculate now. For example, Barbara is writing to me 16, 5 and 76. So it means that this is the date of birth, 16th of May, 1976. I guess I'm right. So we are going to make some calculations first. I will do these calculations for you, but after this we are going to speak all the arcanes, because I'm taking the arcana system, like tarot system, to calculate everything in numerology, and I'm going to speak about all of 22 arcanes according to this comfort zone. So I see that Barbara has written to me her date of birth, and I'm taking this date of birth as 16th of May 1976. The calculation is quite complicated, so I'm going to make it myself for you. If you're writing me your dates of birth, I will make the calculation for you, so please be active. Give me your dates of birth, and we're going to find out what it really is. So I'm taking this date of birth first. Let me have some time to calculate. So the comfort zone for Barbara will be the arcane number, I forgot, moment. Number 5. Comfort zone is number 5, which is the Hierophant. Il Papa. It sounds in Italian. Let me show. I guess many of you know how it looks like. So this arcane is the ruling arcane of Barbara for being in a comfort zone. So let me tell you what it really is. This comfort zone gives you the understanding that you really need to be like the ideal for your society, to behave yourself, to look better than everyone, to constantly have some spiritual growth, to take some knowledge, to be in official relationship, to take everything that is socially accepted, to behave yourself as it is socially accepted. Of course, it's a not very easy task. That's why you need to, how can I say it in English? You need to follow the path that is connected with the spiritual growth. In some period of life, you may find some of your right teachers, because Il Papa shows that you really need to have a right teacher in order to gain all this knowledge that you will in some other time forward to your followers. And what can I say else? Il Papa is the arcane that needs, hello Mara, nice to see you. Il Papa needs to have more or less free life. In which aspect? It's not that you really need to do what you want and not taking into consideration the opinion of the others. No, not at all. But free life means that you do not psychologically depend on something that you have in your life. For example, you're attached to your work or to your job, but you like your job. You often go to your job, to your office, but psychologically you do not hang on it, do not depend on it to that great extent. If you are in the relationship, of course the relationship should be official, because this arcane, the 5th arcane, gives the energy of the socially accepted relationship, but you are not psychologically depend on it. That means you need to have your free time, you need to go to meet your friends, and for example your husband should give you some free time for yourself. The same is connected with your job. If you work for somebody, you need to rule yourself, you need to depend on yourself. Even though you are taking serious decisions, you need to be more or less free in taking decisions. This is all that connected with this comfort zone number 5. Also, which is very important to say, you need to structure your relationship with your father. Once you have your relationship with the father in the harmonic sphere, once you harmonize your relationship, everything in your life will be better. That means the arcane number 5. So Mara, your date of birth is 30th of January 74. Great, I'm writing it down. Guys, if you want that I calculate your dates, please give me your dates of birth. Today we're speaking about the comfort zone according to the date of birth. So I'm making the calculations myself. Today I'm not giving the techniques because it's quite complicated. It will there will arise many questions. So to avoid some questions, I'm doing it myself for you. If you do not write me the dates anymore, I'm going to speak about all the comfort zones for you, so that you then could understand. Now we are having the arcanes number 8, 1 and number 21. So the comfort zone will be, comfort zone is number 5, which is the Hermit. I'm showing you the Hermit. It's the arcane number 9. This is the comfort zone for Mara. This is definitely the thing that you need to be left alone in some period of life. When you get tired, when you want to be alone, just close the doors, close the windows, and stay alone for yourself. This comfort zone tells you that if you are involved into some business, you will be alone in this business. You will be the one to take the decisions in this business. If you are in the relationship, you will be like, closed in this relationship. So for you, it's very comfortable to stay alone, to stay single. Probably, even though you are in the relationship, you feel yourself lonely and you feel yourself maybe single. You do not need any partner to be 100% of time with you. So that means that you need to select such way of life in order to stay alone as much as possible. This could be better for you than communicating with people. So guys, if you are writing the dates, some more dates, I will calculate them, because I can see that there are at least 5 of you online. If you do not write the dates, I will speak about all the arcanes, but the fact is that you will not be able to calculate it for yourself when the air, for example, is finished. When the online is finished, so you will not be able to calculate it yourself. So please give me the dates, I will calculate it for you. If not, I will start speaking from 0, from the arcane number 0 or number 25, so, which is all the same. It's the Fool. When this arcane is standing in the comfort zone, we can say that this person is very friendly, and all the professions, all the way of life for this person must be really friendly, must be communicative. That's why for this person it's very important to work with people, to work with communication, to do many things at the same time, to have many children, even more than 3. To have online business, by the way, to have the net, like MLM business, it's very comfortable for this person. When we are going to the arcane number 1, which is the Magician, speaking about the comfort zone, we definitely should say that this person is very good in learning, is very good in oral disciplines, in speaking. All the things that he needs to perceive from life is intellectual development. So what is very good for this person who is having the comfort zone number 1 is constant learning, constant intellectual development, reading, speaking, speaking with different people. Like profession should be connected with constant negotiation process. For example, lectures, like me speaking to you now, it's definitely comfort zone number 1. Also, for this person would be important to keep relationship with brothers and sisters. Then we're going to the arcane number 2, which is the High Priestess. The comfort zone, according to the High Priestess, the healthy way of life. Definitely you should select some healthy clothing for yourself, some healthy nourishing, You should live somewhere where there's much nature, many flowers, forest, like lakes and trees and everything which is connected with healthy life, healthy style of life. This arcane also tells you about the fact that you need to bring your relationship with your mother to the positive aspect. So no quarreling, no argument with your mother, and please take care of all the women of your family and genus. Then we're going to the arcane number 3, which is the Empress. If your comfort zone, according to the numerological system, lies in the arcane number 3, we can say that you need to fulfill yourself in some creative aspect. First of all, you need to give birth to your children, at least one, but as many children as you can afford, it would be very good for the Empress. You need to have your own business, because you need to give something to the society. First, you need to give the children to the society, then you need to give some business to the society. Thirdly, you need to give some creative projects to the society. This arcane gives the energy of beauty, so you need to keep yourself beautiful or handsome if you're a man, to take care of your outer looking, and to carry beauty into the world. Then, if we're speaking about the arcane number 4, according to the comfort zone calculated from the date of birth, we say that for this person, professional career means everything, and the comfort zone, which is most important and which will open all the other aspects of life, will be professional growth. So once you are stuck in the professional development, so you feel you do not go forward, you definitely need to hire your professional skills. So please go and take some other knowledge, take the advantage of your career growth. Do not reject the opportunities to grow professionally, to take some higher position in the company you work, for example, in. Definitely for the Emperor it's important to have own business, but own business according to the Empress is the creative business, is the business connected with beauty, with the energy of beauty. This kind of business is created with all the masculine energy. This could be like machine business, like heavy business, technical business, and some other kinds of business which is applicable for the female energy. Then, when we are speaking about the Hierophant, Il Papa, I told you just some moment ago for Barbara, this style of life must be definitely connected with the energy of learning like philosophy, history, some religion sphere, spiritual growth. You are of course influencing the other people. Once you gain the knowledge, the proper knowledge, you can influence all the people. I told you before, Barbara, for you, that you should keep your relationship with the father on a positive note. No quarrels, no arguments, which is demanded by the Hierophant. I told you about the free, more or less free life. Please go backwards a little bit and listen from the beginning. Then we are going to the next arcane, which is the Lovers. If your comfort zone is number 6, which is the Lovers, of course for you the opening of all the spheres of life will be pure relationship with your partner, maybe a husband or a wife, if you are a man or a woman, it depends. So you need to bring harmony to your relationship with your partner. You need to escape, to avoid triangles, love triangles, You need to represent yourself, the ideal mother or father, the ideal wife or husband, the ideal housekeeper. So everything that is connected with the love story must be pure in your life. Once you go into official relationship, you should keep this relationship forever. If you divorce, since this moment all your partnership relationship will be karmic. This means the karmic relationship means negative aspect, of course. And karmic relationship, according to this arcane, always brings to your life love triangles. So you will be the victim of these love triangles. The partners will betray. You will find yourself betrayed in all the relationship after you have divorced. So this is forbidden strictly for this comfort zone. But once you keep this relationship forever, this will open all the spheres of life, I told you. Then the next arcane is the Chariot. The Chariot in the position of the comfort zone, according to the date of birth, gives you the energy of constant driving, constant moving forward. Of course, if you take some profession, your profession must be connected with something which moves every time. Maybe transport, maybe aviation, maybe, I don't know, bicycles, maybe some traveling, some constant moving. If we do not speak about constant moving, you need to open yourself to every new spirit, new information, new event in your life. So please be open and constantly move forward. You need to have strong aims in order to follow them. Do you see this Chariot is ready to go somewhere? And this Chariot definitely has a very clear point to go to. That's what you really need to have in your life. Then we are moving to the arcane number 8. For those who say that arcane number 8 is the strength, I am telling you that I'm using the French system of tarot, and according to the numerological combination, the justice is number 8, and this arcane in the position of the comfort zone tells us that the most appropriate profession for you will be, of course, law, or maybe some governmental structures, some authorities, according to the state or to the local authorities. This person, of course, is very sensitive to the questions of justice in the relationship, in the sphere of his profession. So he really feels this sphere of just, which is just, what is unjust, very, very sharply, and he really needs to bring justice to every sphere of life. He needs to escape quarreling with partners, with everyone. He is forbidden to be the start of the conflict. That's why this arcane, this person, will be definitely put to the situation where he will need to bring justice, to bring two sides to peace, if you really understand what I mean. This will be the most important thing that will open the other spheres of life for you. Then we are having the arcane number 8, the Hermit. I was telling you the same in the case with Mara. The Hermit needs to be alone, and he's needed to be given this opportunity to him. So whether it's business, he needs to carry this business on his own. Whether this is a relationship, he needs to be in this relationship, being alone, I don't know, to be left alone in some time. So having some space for his own. Of course, this comfort zone turns you to the spiritual growth, definitely. This arcane will be open in some time, like a very wise person to whom everyone turns for advice, for example. But this will be open in some time. Of course, esoterics like numerology, astrology, tarot, everything that is connected with the spiritual growth is very good for the arcane number 8. Next, we are going to the arcane number 10, which is the Wheel of Fortune. This Wheel of Fortune in the position of the comfort zone tells us that you really need to be connected with money, because in numerology this arcane is very tightly connected with the financial sphere. So you really need to turn yourself to financial sphere. Please analyze whether you are close to the financial sphere, whether you are dealing with money, whether your Wheel of Fortune is constantly running forward. Because you see, this Wheel of Fortune can move forward, can move backwards. When it moves backwards, your financial flow is blocked. When this Wheel of Fortune moves forward, of course, it will open your financial flow. That's why when we speak about financial sphere, in order to make this Wheel of Fortune move, you need to constantly give flow, give run to your finance. Give money to some projects. Give money to the people who really need your money. You need to learn to earn money for yourself and for everyone that who is around you. Maybe your children, your wife or husband, your parents, so your closest circle of relatives. So this arcane is tightly connected with the financial sphere. Nextly, we go to the arcane number 11, which is strength. And I told you already that this arcane, according to the French system of tarot, is the number 11. So the strength shows you in the position of the comfort zone that you always need to fight with yourself, with somebody, with your competitor. This arcane is really, really strong, and it gives the information that if you it gives the information, how can I say it in English? You are given the situations, though they are hard, but the situations you will be able to cope with in any case, because you have this strength inside of you, and you are giving the appropriate tasks according to your inner power, inner strength. So just be sure to cope with all the situations. You always need to find yourself in the situation of competition. When you compete with somebody, you will go forward, you will have achievements. If you do not have someone to compete with, you will be just stuck in the energy, you will not move forward, and you will not achieve anything at all. Then we're going to the arcane number 12, which is the Hanged Man. And in the position of the comfort zone, it gives you the energy of the alternative vision. Because you can see that the Hanged Man cannot influence anything in his world. His hands are tied, his legs do not move, he cannot move at all. But once turning upside down, he has this energy of the other angle, of a different vision, of the new vision. So when the Hanged Man loses absolutely the control of the situation, he needs to estimate where is the positive meaning of this situation for himself, and to try to find it, to find it for yourself. Where is this positive meaning? And since this moment you will be like open to the earth, you will have definitely the coverage of the higher powers, like angels, like even higher structures. And it's very important for the comfort zone, whereas the arcane number 12, to deal with the psychology of people, and the profession of the psychologist will be the most appropriate in this sphere, in this arcane. This arcane is very sensitive to the cares and to the pain of the other people. That's why they normally choose the profession of psychologist and tarologist and numerologist as well, like consulting professions to bring peace to the souls of the people. Nextly, we are coming to the arcane number 13, which is the death. Of course, this is the frightening name of this arcane, but death brings you to a new life. The comfort zone number 13 tells us that this person needs to always adapt to new life. This arcane in the position of the comfort zone also can show us some energy, some energy which is somehow connected with risky things. Maybe this person who has this arcane in this comfort zone position likes to risk in his life, likes to deal with people, bringing to the people some discomfort situations, making other people go to risk, irritating, bringing some unstable emotions to the people, sometimes bringing harm to the people, or transforming transforming oneself and transforming the other people. For example, like coaching profession, like psychological profession can be quite transforming, especially when a person has the arcane number 12 and arcane number 13 in the combination, in different combination, in karmic combination, in different talents combination. So we have plenty of the systems. Then we are going to the arcane number 14, and this arcane turns us to the energy of it's not transformation as such as in the previous arcane, but if we go to the history or to the core meaning of this arcane, here we can see transformation from silver to gold. And this is the energy of time, the energy of bringing one state, one condition to the other condition. In the relationship, it can look like peacemaking. For example, in the quarreling situations, you can be like peacemaker. Also, this arcane is tightly connected with plants, bringing up flowers, garden, like herbals, for example. If you like herbals, like learning how to combine herbals to bring cure to the people. This also can mean curation, doctors, medical things, but medical things will be not like allopathic medicine, not traditional medicine, but herbal medicine, homeopathy, gomeopatia in Russian. I hope you understand, guys, because it's more or less similar, so you understand that this medicine should be healing and really curing, and it should be natural. For this person, when we see the comfort zone number 14, the relationship should be natural, the clothing should be natural, the style of life should be natural, close to nature, and the style of nourishing should be very natural. This is concerning the arcane number 14. So now we're going to the arcane number 15, which is the devil, il diablo. And when this arcane stands in the comfort zone, in this position of the comfort zone, this person brings harm to everyone around him or her. He is like playing with people. He is bringing discomfort emotions, like manipulating people, bringing different aspect, emotional manipulating, bringing harm in the emotional sphere of people. I will tell you some example as it is played in the people's life. I have one of my friends whose daughter is having the 15th arcane in the position of the comfort zone, and this daughter is very wise in manipulating her mother. From time to time the daughter comes to the mother saying, "Oh, my mother, I love you so much, you are so good to me," and so on and so forth. "Please give me some money because I need some money for my living." And the girl is quite a teenager. She is about 15 years or something. In some other moment, when she gets what she wants, she is totally different to her mother. She can shout, she can say some bad words to her mother, she can bring her mother to some negative emotions, like, "I do not love you, you are a bad mother, you are doing only harm to me," and so on and so forth. So you see these contrary, very opposite emotions, from total negativeness to total positiveness. And this is the energy of manipulating and bringing an emotional discomfort to a person. And when this arcane brings the emotional discomfort, he's taking energy from other people. So please just be very attentive when you're using the other people's energy. This is the arcane number 15, which is the devil. Let's go further and take the other arcane. This is number 16. The comfort zone under the number 16 gives you the understanding that you should have your own house, your own flat, your own property. Once you get your own property, every aspect of your life will be structured by itself. So what is needed for you to take the career in the property aspect? Maybe you are dealing with properties, maybe you are selling properties, maybe you are buying properties, so everything that is connected with real estate, I remember this word. When you don't have your own flat, your own house, you need to try to gain this aspect. When you have your own corner for your living, it would be very good for you and easy. When we look a little bit wider than just house or real estate aspect, this should be the energy of constant structuring, constant construction of your life, maybe the life of the other people, when you help the others to structure their lives. Very often it can be the profession of psychologist and tarologist, numerologist, all the people who help the others to structure mind, to structure, to settle the life. Then we're going to the arcane number 17. And all I told you guys, I want you to understand that I'm giving you not only the meanings of the tarot system, but I'm combining the system of numerology and tarology, because in my previous lectures I was telling you many times that I'm possessing very many aspects of numerology, like tarot numerology, like matrix numerology, Kabbalistic numerology, Chaldean numerology, Pythagorean numerology, Avestian numerology, very many aspects. and which is the deepest system. It is definitely the tarot system. So I'm telling you not only the tarot meanings, but also the numerological sense. So let's go to the arcane number 17. 17 is the star, and this is the star definitely. When this arcane lies in the position of the comfort zone, that means that a person should open himself or herself to the wide public. This person should become popular, should become a star. Maybe it will be a singer, maybe it will be the actor. Normally, when a person has the arcane number 17 in the date of birth, maybe in the year, it is very good for the public professions, for actors. And this is the person who is very talented. So please, if you have number 17 in your structure of the date of birth, please open up your talents, bring it to the people, and don't hesitate to be on public. Don't be afraid of the public. This is the greatest meaning. The star is a very romantic person, so please open up and show your romanticism to your partners. Show your love to the people who are around you. Then we're going to the arcane number 18, which is the moon. The moon, of course, this is a very esoteric arcane. The moon can be a person who possesses the esoteric knowledge, like medium, like Slavi Gering, for example. She is a very good friend of mine, who, of course, you know, she's constantly online on the Bridges of Light. This arcane is very sensitive to the cares of the other people. Of course, this is the moon. The moon is very sensitive. The channel of sensitiveness is very wide. That's why, by the way, some other numerological meaning for this arcane. It's very good that you connect your profession with beauty, fashion and design. When you like to look very beautifully, you take care about your outer looking, about your health, about your face, about your clothing, like fashion. This person likes to be, you know, very visible according to his outer looking. Some hairstyle, some outstanding hairstyle, some outstanding makeup, which is very vivid and bright. So you can see this person just at once through all the crowd. So this person is very visible according to his looks. And according to esoterical meaning, all the professions of esoterics, it's very good for this arcane. So please take the career in this aspect. Also, when you have this arcane, you should be very fond of designing instruments. Maybe you're a very good designer in your house, in your flat. You like to bring beauty to your corner where you live. Maybe a small cozy house. Then the arcane number 19, which is the sun. The sun, you see, is shining and is burning sometimes. In the numerological meaning, the sun gives us, how can I say it in English? The strong will to gain a very important position in the company, in the family, in the society. This arcane always needs to have power, to have authority, to be something important. And normally when you have this arcane in the comfort zone position, it means that you need to be very professional in your career. You need to have some position, some very important position in your career, and to go to the status and power. Maybe you will become some director in some time, some managing director in the company. So very important person, maybe someone who is taking very important decisions. Also, you are aimed at some positions connected with the governmental structures, some authorities of the state, of the province you live, of the village, but still the meaning of this arcane is to become something very outstanding and substantial and important in the professional sphere. Then we're going to the arcane number 20, which is the Judgment. The Judgment in the position of the comfort zone. This means that you need to take care about your relatives and family, because you see in this arcane the family is drawn like father, it's here father, mother and a child. So this is the energy of the family, and you are the one to settle, to bring all the family together. Please go to your relatives as more often as it is possible. Please participate in your family activities. Please see your grandmothers or grandmothers if they are still alive. So bring all your family together, because this is the task for you according to your comfort zone. Of course, you yourself will have a big family, maybe many children, so you will take care of about your closest family during your life. And the last arcane is number 21, which is the Earth, or the universe as it was previously named. And this arcane, standing in the position of the comfort zone, tells you that you should try to go outside your real borders. So please widen your borders. Maybe it will be connected with a foreign society. Maybe you are learning very many international languages, so you are working in the international company, you are doing something that lies above your borders, you know, it's outside your comfort zone. So you really need to do something outstanding which widens your activity. For example, like me speaking to you now, this is the comfort zone number 21. And I understand myself, though it will be very hard for me sometimes to speak about my knowledge on the foreign languages. I'm trying to cope with this technical difficulty, and to bring myself, to put myself in the comfort zone, which for me, by the way, is definitely the world. And now I'm speaking to you according to my comfort zone, and I want you guys, once we finish speaking about all the arcanes, I will show you just the structure, because you always need to see how it looks like when I, for example, have some techniques of calculation. So this is a kind of square separated in some small squares, where we have the date, the month and the year. Then we have the psychological block. We have the betrays, so the people who will definitely betray us throughout our life, and this is the comfort zone that we were speaking just a moment ago. So you can see numerology is very tightly connected with geometry, and in numerology, of course, there are very many systems to calculate different aspects. For example, today we were calculating this comfort zone to see what really lies here, because this is the third part. We have the date of birth, we have the second layer of the psychological block and betrays, and the third layer is the comfort zone with you that you really need to open for yourself. Do you have, guys, some questions for me today? Because I can see that there are 6 of you online now. Though you are very silent, you don't write anything to me. Of course, it's very sad that I do not see your reaction. I do not see what you want to ask. So please be active. We have some 6 or 7 minutes. If you want that I calculate your zone of comfort, please give me your date of birth. I will have some gulp of water in the meanwhile. But if you don't give me some questions, of course I will finish for today, because I gave you the information in full as I planned. Okay guys, I see that you are quite satisfied with the information that I gave to you for today, and you don't want to ask anything about the spoken material. Okay, so I will just give you some information about the types of consultations we can make out from numerology, just from the date of birth. From numerology we can take the main tasks that we have throughout our life. These are 3 blocks of our tasks. These tasks work normally in a certain period of life. This period of life is calculated personally for every one of you. And in this period of life you need to fulfill this special task. If you don't fulfill this task, the numerology or your life starts working against you. You will have some problems. You are having some problems with health. You're having the problems with your partners, with your career, and so on and so forth. This is the reason of having problems, just unfulfillment or total rejection of taking these tasks. Then, according to numerology, we're calculating the karma of your family and genus according to the month of birth. We are having this calculation in order to see what problems your family or further genus family is having. I mean the previous structure. The relatives probably you haven't seen or even do not know. And this aspect shows us the type of the problem that you, going to the earth, were supposed to solve or to fulfill for your family. And all your relatives above you are really interested in fulfilling by you of this task. Normally it's very difficult to understand what kind of task it is, though through numerology it's very important to understand. Then, according to your development in career, we are making some diagrams. It looks like diagrams like this, for example, where we can see, I will show you like this, where you can see all the stages of life, where your career grows and where your career goes down. It is divided by the years. You will see all the years of your professional growth. According to your personal life, we can calculate the types of your personal life. The growing of your personal life, I was wrong to say. How many marriages you will have, how many husbands or wife you will have. And here you will see where it's the potential to create a good family and where it's the potential to divorce, for example, and to have problems in the family. According to the other diagrams, I will show you. The diagrams may be looking like this. We can see the potential, for example, for having children. We can see how many children you will have, or you will not have any children at all, and we can calculate all this for you. Also, we can calculate the structure of karma. It looks like a table. having some sections. In every section we have every certain position. We have plus and we have minus, and we can see what your karmic system brings to you, what knowledge. You can see all the stages of life, all the periods of life where a certain karmic event will happen. This is very important to know when you see the final point. This final point is very important in understanding, because it brings some understanding of how the life will be finished of some person. Sometimes it shows us some diseases that we really can prevent. We can stop this disease according to your karma. We can prevent some fatal accidents, for example. We can prevent some falling down in career. We can prevent some different problems just by knowing what will happen in the last position. For example, this is the period of 30 years. This is the period of 31 to 39 years. This is the period of 40 till 48 periods, and so on and so forth. And we can calculate the exact year of a bad karmic event and can stop this event just by some knowing and understanding of how to do it. So very much information we can take from just the date of birth, guys. If you have some questions to me concerning some calculations, concerning your karma, concerning your development of personal life, children and so on, you can turn to me. You can find me in the followers of Bridges of Light. And now I think I'm going to finish my today's online webinar for you. Please give me some information in the comments whether it was interesting for you to know further. Next Wednesday, for example, we're going to meet again and speak about some other aspect of numerology. So now I think I'm finishing. I was very happy to see you today, that you were online with me, and I especially thank Barbara and Mara for being active today, because if you are active, I calculate for you, and you have of course some useful knowledge and useful information. If you are not active, of course I do not have the opportunity to help you or to give you some more information. So guys, I thank you very much and have a good evening. Buonasera a tutti. And see you next Wednesday. Bye bye to everyone. Have a good time.